And today we are going to talk about suspension and some do's and don'ts. This is your older style touring bike shocks. You see we just have a preload adjustment. You set it for the weight of the rider and passenger. That is pretty much basically the only settings you have. This is your new style shocks. You can set your preload here for your weight of the rider. You set your sag and your compression here, and then you have rebound settings on the bottom. You can set your rebound setting. So there's a few more settings on these than there are on the older style. A lot of people want to lower their bikes, you know, a little bit shorter, your feet's not quite flat on the ground. A lot of people resort to these. These are that you don't want to use these. This will end up costing you more when you come in to have tires done, because we have to work around these. A lot of times we have to take these off. And I have saw these break a swing arm because it moves the position of your shock backwards in order to lower the bike, and it puts more weight on the swing arm. It's not rated for that. So you don't want to do this. Legends, and I think Olin's make progressive shocks and actually lowering shocks. If you do the lowering shocks in the rear, they also make a progressive front suspension that you can lower 1 to 2 inches, because you always want to lower your rear and front at the same time just to keep the bike level. You don't want your front end higher than the rear. Another way to go is you can go with air shocks. They just have a small compressor, generally goes under the right-hand saddlebag, and you actually have a control over how high or low you set. One good thing about the air shocks is they will not sag. If you set them, you can put a 300-pound chick you find at 2 a.m. on the bar, on the back of the bike, and it's not gonna sag. So your fender's not gonna be scraping on the way home from the bar. So if you decide you don't like your stock ride, just give us a call. Our parts guys can get you hooked up with some Legends, some Olins. We can go front and rear, whichever one you want to do, and we'll get you fixed up.